Hey, what's happening? What's going on, YouTube? It's Matt here. And right now I'm going to do a little bit of technical analysis on ICX, also known as Icon Coin. They have a big press release coming out. Well, I guess it's a big press release at the end of the month with their conference, and then the big release, which is their mainnet, which is getting released on the 24th, which, if you're watching, is in, that's tomorrow. So I think it's the 24th. So let's get to it. I'm going to go ahead and start on a longer trend and then work my way down into the day trading side. So if you're a hodler, this first piece is for you, and then if not, it'll give you a general idea of what's going on, and then you can trade accordingly once we start getting into the lower views. So getting started, I'm looking at ICX to ETH pairing on Binance, and I'm going to start by drawing some trends here. So right away we see, so basically right now what I'm doing is I'm drawing a flag, okay. So here's what my consolidation channel looks like. Don't really need this, that's just for the visual purpose of drawing a flag. Okay, so when we look at it on the 1 day, we can see here that we are kind of hitting that line of resistance a couple times now. So immediately what I would suspect is that we would bounce again and kind of fill out this consolidation pattern in order to then break the consolidation and go in an upwards bullish momentum at the end. But what my eye currently sees just right away is I see this big green candle here, right? Which isn't seen on any of these former downtrends. And so right away what I am looking at here now is a potential cup and handle pattern forming. So long trend, bullish, although it looks like potentially on maybe a 12-hour, cut it in half here, 12-hour works. So this looks like it could be forming a cup and handle pattern. Let's draw it in orange. So here we see this cup and handle pattern getting formed. And then if it breaks, then we will see it go up. If it breaks this line of resistance right here. There. That's the major line, but the initial breakout line will be here. So basically, go and delete all these other little things here. So what a cup and handle is it's that rounded bottom that we just saw here. So rounded bottom with a small, this is the handle, so this is the cup, obviously, rounded bottom, and then it's got the handle that you hold on to, and the handle always goes up. And if the handle breaks the previous resistance point, it's generally a bullish indicator, and I would buy. So I would buy right here, and then watch for the 96 if I'm on a little longer term play, right? Let's see what type of movement that is actually. It's only 8%, but I think it'll move quick if it does. And then if it breaks here, then we're going to be into all-time high range, most likely. And at that point, we would have broken our bullish pennant, and it'll be off to the races if we break. Draw this line again. If this breaks, we are going very, very high very quickly, but it does need to break this initial resistance first, as well as not fall back down into this pennant pattern. So then that's obviously extending out. Oh, there goes my mic. That's obviously extending out farther than our mainnet launch, which is much sooner. So that's on the longer term play. Everything kind of, in crypto, everything kind of gets lost when there's news. The technicals don't really matter. You start having to play based off volume and just kind of what the market's doing. Generally, it'll still follow general patterns like this cup and handle that we see here. We saw the double top here, which resulted in a breakdown to the previous resistance or support line, I guess. So these are all very easily traded patterns so far, but we do need to see another big spike here in order to confirm that. But like I said, when you're trading news, everything is all up in the air, so there's no real telling what's going to happen. Although Bitcoin has kind of helped ICX not run up too much into this news that's happening. That's a big deal because, like Tron, for instance, when the news came out, like Tron, nothing can live up to hype, right? So Tron just ate it and has been continuing to do so. I was kind of anticipating ICX to do the same. I liquidated a little bit of my position because I thought the run-up was going to die out, but it's not. It's trending down a little bit still. And I mean, there's no like real way to know what's going to happen. Obviously, this right now is a pretty heavily so like this is a 30-minute chart. So if you're new to my channel, I day trade generally off the 30, 15, and 5, and start looking at the 1 hour for my swings. But right away I can see that this line right here that it's currently on is a line of support as well as resistance. So it's pretty good, pretty heavy here. Let me see what the depth chart looks like to kind of help know what the pressure is on the short term. It's pretty flat, not a lot of volume, nothing crazy happening. So I wouldn't say this is great day trading material right now. Excuse me. Long term, it's great, obviously. Like I was just showing, it's very bullish. All those indicators were very bullish on the 1-day chart and the 12-hour with the cup and handle. 30 minutes, not super crazy. It looks like it's just going to consolidate down a little bit. That's kind of what I'm anticipating. We do have a double bottom here, but it didn't do anything. It was rejected. If it breaks this, I don't think it's very good. That would be a bearish cup and handle. So that cup and handle that I was showing you at the beginning, the bullish one, it can be flipped over and be bearish, just like anything else, basically. But yeah, that's just like a little bit of technical analysis on ICX, what I'm seeing with it. I'm definitely holding it right now. Still think it's a great play. And I'm excited to see like what they do with their mainnet and all of that stuff on like the technical side. I mean, people are saying this is the next Neo for Korea. So Neo was the Ethereum of China. Apparently this is going to be the Ethereum of Korea. So I mean, it's got the hype to do something crazy. It just needs the volume. I don't think our BTC chart is too different. I actually haven't checked it. But it looks, I mean, just right off the bat, it looks the same. So we got the double here, and yeah, it's nothing too crazy. But that's what I'm looking at right now. The other thing, I don't even know if I really want to talk about anything else in this video. kind of want to keep it strictly ICX, but I just thought I'd look at this. Sub is doing all sorts of nonsense right now. So yeah, we'll leave it at ICX. That's kind of what I'm looking at on the long hodl. Just being able to see that big pattern play out on the 12-hour and the 1-day chart in order to see kind of what's going to happen here, whether we pop out of the bull flag and break this line of resistance and this line of resistance, or whether we fill out this pennant and then pop. So both of those are going to be very interesting plays. Both are very bullish, so it looks like it's going to be blue skies for Icon. I hope that was helpful. Leave me a comment if there's anything in particular that you would like me to cover in any of my data videos, as well as just any thoughts that you have about Icon. But yeah, hope you like this video and that you learned something about reading patterns like this cup and handle, as well as the pennant here, and also with breaking different lines of resistance here and here in order to achieve all-time highs. Hope you have a great rest of the night, and peace.